Hello everybody, I hope everybody's doing great today. I appreciate those who watch this video. I hope you enjoy it. And today we're talking about Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. Is this the only movie that had a subtitle for Superman? I can't remember. Don't remember whatsoever. But anyways, let's talk about Superman 4. A lot of people say this is the worst Superman movie with Christopher Reeve in it. Maybe the worst Superman movie ever. To me though, I think this is probably the second worst movie. Number 3 to me is the worst movie. Superman 4, if it wasn't for the special effects, I think it would have been a lot better, you could say. And a lot of it, I think it is, out of all the Supermans, the most relevant in our day, just the storyline in general. And I'll tell you why. Basically, though, let's get into this. This is about Lex Luthor here. Try and get my thoughts. Lex Luthor, he hates Superman, so he tries to create a being that can compete with Superman and that he can control this being. So he's able to get a strain of hair from Superman, and he makes what's his name, Solar Man or something like that, who gets his energy from the sun. And if he scratches Superman, Superman becomes sick. Man, I wonder if I got my Superman 3 and Superman 4 plot a little bit backwards. Because the Superman 3, does he get sick? I think maybe I got my Superman 4, Superman 3 backwards there. Have to review that for my Superman 3 review. Anyways, let's get back into Superman 4. So why I think this is relevant, more relevant today than maybe... It's just why I think this Superman is more relevant than the other Supermans for today is because they're at the very beginning, the Daily Planet, it gets bought by a millionaire. And you see this today, Jeff Bezos, he buys a newspaper, and this guy, he's not worried about the news, talking about the guy in the movie. I don't know about Jeff Bezos' motivations, but I'm talking about the big businessman in the movie. He buys the Daily Planet, and the Daily Planet, they're losing money, and this guy, he wants to make the Daily Planet profitable, so he's not really interested in stories, or he's not really interested in telling the truth in his newspapers. He's just interested in telling stories and showing stuff that will sell papers. Like he's trying to put like more, I think they show like a paper, like a picture of a woman who's scantily clad, scantily dressed in there. So he's trying to get the sex appeal so people will buy the newspaper for like tabloid material, about movie stars not doing things that they're supposed to do, embellishing news stories, even if it means, you bend the truth a little bit to make the good look bad, so he's not really telling very good stories about Superman. Kind of think of like the Spider-Man guy, how Spider-Man is always the villain in that newspaper. Well, in this one, whatever that sells more newspapers, that's what he wants into this. That's what he wants to put into this newspaper. It's all about trying to making it, profitable. So he has misleading headlines, outlandish stories, and you kind of see that in today's news. These people who own these news companies, they're more interested in making them profitable than making money off of them. If you have to tell the truth, as long as the truth makes you more money, you tell the truth. But if you have to, bend the truth a little bit or just lie or get like outlandish stories, whatever it takes to make this news company more profitable, that seems to be what the job of these news companies are today. Not really, they're trying to give us the truth of the story. And if it's something that hurts their business or political party even, they're not going to tell us the truth. So we have to go look for it. But in the movie, the reporters, they rebel, they revolt from this. They're not all up to this. They don't want to do what he's telling them to do. They're all about telling the truth, getting the story out, getting the truth out to the people about what is really happening. They're not out there to mislead the population. That's what's going on in the movie. This is the 80s here, so you got a lot about the Cold War, the nuclear weapons, and it kind of delves into like how much should Superman interfere with our with the humans' politics, with humans, what the humans are doing here on planet Earth. She step in and make everybody do what he wants them to do, that he thinks is good. She didn't go in there and make everybody do what he thinks is the right thing to do. So he kind of got in there, got that part in here, especially when it comes to like the nuclear weapons. Should Superman gather all the nuclear weapons to destroy them because that's the right thing to do? How much agency should he give the human population when it comes to war? So that's something that kind of comes into play in this movie. And if you want to bring it to like the outside world kind of thing, we don't have a Superman, but many people believe that there's a God. So how much interference should God have in people's agencies? Should he force people to do what's right? Should he give them the freedom to choose how to live their own lives? So you kind of get those things going on in this movie that we can apply in our world today. Going back into the movie though, it's also not the best written. There's a lot of things that should have been cut out. One particular scene is like the whole double date. Maybe the whole romance in this movie should be cut out, but especially the double date that they have. It just doesn't. It's just not necessary in the movie. It doesn't do anything with the story whatsoever. It seems like it's like a time filler. As you know, we have the new owner's daughter. She likes who's she like? Clark Kent or Superman? She likes Clark Kent, and then I'm trying to think. It's been a while since I've seen this. I'm trying to go off of my notes. And you got Lois Lane, and she likes Superman. So, he has to be in one place at the same time. He has 2 dates, and he has to be 2 different people at the same time. It's just unnecessary. I guess it's there for comic reasons. But they could have cut that whole scene out. Make this, the storytelling a little bit more better, finer. A little bit more tighter. Definitely could have done without the whole double dating thing. The fighting scenes, I think, were pretty good. I did enjoy them. They were, not as well pulled off as they were in the previous movies. If you read anything about this movie, about the production, they had to do large budget cuts because the film company was running out of money and they didn't really have that much money to pour into this. And basically, I believe it's Canon who put all their chips into this movie, and when the movie didn't become profitable, the film company was on a downward spiral. Also, they got the Statue of Liberty, and if you ever watched the 80s movies, you always got the Statue of Liberty in this, especially in these type of movies. And you think about this movie, Superman 4, Ghostbusters 2. They use the Statue of Liberty to bring hope to the people, to destroy, the big bad ghosty there. In this one, it's the same way. The Statue of Liberty is always used for hope, liberty, the symbol for freedom. Something that not only the people of New York City can rally behind, but the whole country can rally behind the Statue of Liberty. And then, this is 1987. It's not too far from now that we see the Berlin Wall collapse there in Germany, and then a few years after that, you have the fall of the Soviet Union. So, I don't know. It was all because of this movie and the quest of peace, of course. Or Rocky, or Rocky is part of the cause for the fall of the Soviet Union. Either way, so I probably wouldn't recommend this one either. If you're ever gonna watch like the Christopher Reeve Superman's, first 2 would be the best ones to watch, and then you can kind of ignore 3 and 4. Personally, I just would watch Superman 2 and forget Superman 1. I'm not really a big fan of Superman 1 either. Maybe the first 20 minutes was on what's that planet? Krypton, right? Talking to my wife. When on planet Krypton, and you watch that, and then once it gets destroyed, turn off the movie, and then watch Superman 2. And Superman 2 will give you all your events that happened in Superman 1. So it was a long weekend watching all 4 Supermans. I did watch them all at one time. Just wasn't able to do the reviews all at once. Took a couple of weeks break there. Just watch Superman 2. But, if you've enjoyed 2, you want to see the other ones, go ahead. Christopher Reeve is good in all of them. Gene Hackman is fantastic. He's that in number 3. I think that's what really hurt number 3. Even number 4, even though it's like a terrible movie, Christopher Reeve and Gene Hackman did a fantastic job portraying their respected characters. Superman 4 just kind of proves that no matter how good of an actor you are, if the script is trash, you can't make it into a good movie. You can make it into an okay movie, but you can't make it into a good or great movie. Anyways, so leave some thoughts below in the comments. What do you think about Superman 4? Do you enjoy it? Do you not enjoy it? And what's your favorite Christopher Reeve Superman? Have a great day, and thank you for hanging out with this. Bye.